Hey, I realize that I've never made a video ever. And I just want to talk about basically everything. Um, Draw my life. No. But yeah, I just want to talk about my creative process when making music. Um, I want to talk about my creative process while making music, what to expect in the future after this album, just everything. And I have my handy dandy book. Okay, so first, there is actually stuff, but first, imagine it's just like blank, and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, first is when making music, any other music creators out there, can you, for me at least, I like feel it. It feels like, have you ever gone out during winter and you've been inside and you stepped out in winter and you were like, oh my god, wait, this isn't that bad, and then like 20 minutes later you're like, it feels like that first step outside where the cold breeze hits you and it's actually kind of nice. That's what making music, or like the first month within spring, like March, late March, early March, when that first spring air comes and hits you in the face, and it, like, everything's coming back to life. It's like that. And I can like feel it when I'm making music. I don't know if it's just like my neurodivergent brain, or if I'm literally crazy. So yeah, that's my first thing. I want to talk about Diary of the Sorrows and what's to come after it and what came before it. Diary, I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. I'm so sorry. I'm Irish. Do I know Gaelic? No. I didn't have any inspo when making Diary. I think my main source of creativeness was honestly the feeling that I had during that time when I was creating it. I was really fucking depressed. I was staying in my bed all night, like, and honestly, I have been making some of the songs I've made dating back to like January 2025. A couple of them are very old. So I originally started making that Diary, and I was like, let me not make a drone album, because I was a SoundCloud local, okay? I had one official drone album out. It was called Sickness. And then there's so many things. I used to just upload YouTube beats, and honestly, on SoundCloud, and honestly, I do kind of recommend that. Not like uploading YouTube beats. I mean, I was a bad person. But, at least making concepts of an album, but not actually making an album. Interference, sorry. I obviously, okay, so I don't know what I was at, but I think it's a good idea to make concept albums and not actually make the album, just have a concept and make visuals and do all that, so you get the hang of things on how to make an album, how to produce an album. I just think it's really good and helpful to upload shitty fucking songs that took you 7 minutes to make onto SoundCloud before you actually start your journey. Another thing is, so Diary. I definitely put my soul into this, and I would actually say that my only inspo was Torturner with Nanvia, because I wanted to mix our sounds, and you know how hers is very harsh and like, I don't know why I just did that. It's definitely giving like, it's definitely giving drone with harsh noise influences, so I wanted to take that staticky harshness and apply it to my, like, I don't know how I would describe my music. I would say low vibrational, like, now what to expect. I'm currently making another album. I'm not even kidding. What I will tell you is that usually when I make albums, the whole album is something. It's not usually the same, or like, it's not the exact same genre as the other album, because I want it to be its own body of work and its own like piece, with its own genre or its own like select sound while still being drone. But with Diatry, I don't know how to say it. With Diatry, Diatry? Wait.
Date's name, as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing Irish names, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it? Deirdre. Yeah.
Okay. So, Deirdre, I was trying to not make drone music. Obviously it's filled with drone songs and there's drone aspects of every single song, but it's like more shoegaze with techno influences. Techno might be a reach, but the drums are usually not what you would expect from those songs. My next thing is, what to expect. So all I'm gonna tell you is that I'm currently making an album that has to deal with space, that has to deal with space, earth, and rock. And it is very spacey sounding. It's definitely otherworldly, and I'm trying to create something that I haven't heard, something that's like not out there actively right now. So definitely it's gonna be a minute, babe. It's gonna be a while. Another thing I really wanted to talk about was how to deal with your self-consciousness when making music. So it's definitely, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but it is so hard to click that upload button or to send it over to your publisher, to your release place. All you have to think is, and this is really all that helped me, I was told by cult friends this was like a year ago, to never upload your music for other people. When you are making music, make it for your ears, and your ears only. Make it for you. Put what you need to put out there, even if it's not mainstream, even if it doesn't even sound like music. It's still you, and it's still something you created, and I think it's a really big step in making music once you've gotten past that phase where you're like, oh my god, everything fucking sucks, I fucking suck at this shit, I'm a fat fucking chud. No, you're actually not. You're talented, and even if it does sound bad, someone out there, it's going to be their favorite song. It's going to be something they imagined in their head and they were like, oh my gosh, I found it. And even if it is not someone's favorite song, it's still, as I said earlier, it's still you. And that's the biggest part in making music, is that it's you and that it's authentic. Don't try to make something that's like giving Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift Ariana Grande boots. But do, if that's you. You see what I'm trying to... Put something out there that's authentic and weird. Start being weird. Start making weird shit that doesn't make sense. Because that's where the future... I have received a premonition in 13 years, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Music will be so weird that it's almost unlistenable. But, you know, in 13, 20, 20, 40, 50, 70, 80 years, that's just what music is. So I guess in my mind, I want to create things that are me and that are ahead of its time. And that's not me, like, coping with the fact that I make shitty music, because I like the music I make, and that's all I care about. But I still do have issues, obviously. I'm like, oh, this song's dumb, and I'll remove it, and then I'll play it for my friend. I'll be like, oh, let's go through my stupid songs that I scrapped off this album. And she'll be like, girl, you need to release that, put that on the album, that's good. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I guess sometimes your ears do trick you into thinking things are bad if you have it in your head from the beginning that it's gonna be bad. So, bottom line, be authentic, do what you want, don't care what other bitches think, release it, promote it, make things. Stop having concepts in your head, just make it. Clock. And then, now we're getting to the part where I just, in general, talk about me. My favorite hobby. My favorite color is yellow. I make ambient music of any kind. Almost every album I have is a different genre. We don't talk about .mp3. I'm in the works of getting it removed. So sorry if anybody likes that, because it's gone. That's about it. I love watching TV shows and making music, and that's about it. Yeah. One thing I do want to talk about, which is something that heavily inspired me, I don't know why, just in the drone space in general, Gummo is probably one of my most recommended watches. I was put on by they who shall not be named. We don't talk about them. But yeah, it's very, I don't want to say inspiring because it's so grotesque and gross that at the same time you're like, I'm pissed I didn't make this. Yeah, and though I do want to talk about things that help me be inspired to make music. Find a spot anywhere. It could be your room, it could be outside, it could be your roof. Find a spot that makes you feel something. For me, it's this path that leads to this like open field kind of, but it's surrounded by woods and industrial shit. I don't know how to explain it. It's in I live literally right next to it. Let me see if I can. Let me know if y'all can see this. I go back down this path and there's just this feeling I get when there's industrial mixed with earthy, almost like greenery. Find a place that inspires you and just start making. Start off with a white noise, start off with a drone, start off with a drum, and just let wherever you are and what you're feeling in that moment take over you. Unless you have a concept album, get into that space of that character or the place that they're in and just get yourself in the mindset of the character, of the place, of the being you're writing about, and do what your heart tells you to do. That's really just the premise of this whole video. Do what you want to do, especially in music, because we need less mainstream slop. Now, is most mainstream shit actually listenable and actually good and it's mainstream for a reason? Yes. But do we want to be different? Do we want to create things nobody has heard before, or do something that is more niche? Do you want to be niche? Do you want to have a sense that you're better than other people? Then go ahead and don't make mainstream slop. No, but for real, just do you. Whether that's going to be pop music, drone music. I'm assuming it's drone if you're watching this. But yeah. I think that about wraps this up. Let me know any questions and concerns. Go ahead and tell me. Am I fish? No. Bye.